and Sema NDC a can in opposition. He is doing the party is doing the direct opposite.
How?
Anyone more can opposition be me senior lecturer I can F5 SHS and some more catch headmasters no. Some more disikabe show mun sem and no by saying no more. They know what that no more. Anyone more can LGBTQ opposition and no by no more. Enti asem bi o mo kan opposition say ye ba ye de say ni ye be ye no say ni be no mba o madane no o madane ni nyina galam say o mo ka che say o mo de state of emergency o mo declare state of emergency e no ma ko 9 months galam stop o e ba ye 9 months no mati mi she da hu difference bi enema bi a o mo kan opposition e na o mo ye de o mo ye the direct opposite enti ama temamufo na hu say ye ni e de to o mo so no o mo di hwemo ti afi ne yenso yensem na ye ka no omutie eji atum se se yato e kala TV ayede akoto black
ko sa omutie omuka kire mu se omoto kala
o da bi omuka
sa
omuka kan
se omoto omukala TV no ma ko je black
so ne se ma obi wo hwe kala TV no bi aba me ma 6500 Ghana cedis uyo asaba wo ro ka wa fo betia be ka che o se 2500 ye chain 3100 KOD.
Anyway, my young coaches for us so na area answer my ba prof.
Free SHS asem there. NDC you John Dramani Mahama. Me kwa mo say ogusu o to policy this.
Oh, so ka so beto aso.
Oh. O see o sa 2 billion Ghana cedis na won vanye free SHS.
That was then.
And na make me kwa mo wa so to aso. Tina make say nsem mo kan opposition enye no mo ye. Enti die si no me enye me wanwa because e omo trait e omo records ade na nkasa no omo ntumi nye omo nim ho asem omo tenchen na wo ya no ma da na reserve player omo bompa e bone nko a ye de show omo nsanso omo ntumi enne ye omo ka chance asem omo kai. This is not the first time. It happened in 2014 when they were in power. When they were in power ade no ya hyehyɛ nyoma kama eguo na me ba na metie ze minua for parliamentary candidate Vincent Ekase yes issue na ba o mudi beto yira John Dramani Mahama ni ma o be resolve matter but the thing is yete ha no mo ka che say double track o me year for 2025 2026
2027
maybe 2027 the second statement do second one second one omudi can catch 2026 on me year few
some revise no
and
so use the revised edition
and me person more person manity as you say the fact say issue na ba no all person o be resolve omunye because omuntumi nye
blanket le obetumi aka so
omuntumi na obetumi a o ka asem we na ade cha no ala sesam na o ka asem we ne say ne meye we ade be chi ebedu o nye o sasme ne da say na me make ajo so betumi aye ntumi ti na wo to asheda no so who feel say yet am mo ko bie koko market season instead of September be in August because no more project say sika na be kosoro what you say ade a omuntumi obetumi aya aka waye am ehunu na yakoye ni mu ntentem.
So what you saying means that SHS problem will be continue and be worsen because they just omuntumi the other say be say
no amemo na no omunimo
sa
amemo na NDC party no omunim
sa
omunim amemo no omunim na onim amemo a ensem de me pese KOD assemble pan no mo kan opposition na eni o maye apart from the stabilization of the CD's appreciation
and they are 75% rating
and I make us apart from CD appreciation na enukwa na ya artificial omunche de omaye fufuru a yenim so omo ka sombe omo ka che in opposition sombe omo nka bi omo ntimi nka ba akokra no mbetumi aka oko ka bibia o sa aso de ni na ye wo power no e kom de sikani mani mu ne ma boy di free SHS sa. You see, free SHS is a very good policy, but we couldn't sell it politically. One kasari show, yeah, the emabnu enkrako suku from 2017, abedu 2020. 2020, everyone says omukwa na meye wene ya, which is 500,000. Yemfa omu 500,000 into a year 2020 to 2024. Yeah, and yes, I didn't go school, but we didn't get them.
Yeah.
We didn't get them. So we had the policy all right, but politically we failed to what? Capitalize on the policy.
Okay.
Which made blame part, you know, at that time because then any all power. But the person me magana 40 years and he said NDC the propaganda na campaign or the actual some kwan campaign omo ye no enei obi ehunu se no kure ba akokra ye dey now omo videos ni play che omo videos omo ye to the extent say one of their own honorable Samjo Tinbeka say ade no oye ndie na ni je ho so oye because the NDC ye dey e ba power what omo videos ni play che omo aduane sem ya omo akọ ehon meeting ni ade. The bottom line comes to the fact say enioma no sikana nkasa na yebe yia mo no ni ye den because omo dey stabilize city
ebi ni ho
ni ye den
sa
because baby omo adwene won no nye se nkra ne bedidi o baby omo adwene won no ye nyina ye hu omo the certificate of agency and a pass a good board act omo timi fa bi pass LGBTQ enti baby omo adwene won ye nyina enim omo dey some few in a tam side a full side my side my president nua nti baby o magine won ye hunu koko o magine ni ho enu nti na ebo no ma ba form no o muti opposition ye ka covid ni Russian Ukraine war asem ko mo boy okru mu anu o mu ka che 7,000 kilometers there then bomb ni bi ntiminto but you see ano fuel ebo na ekoso yi because odene ho ayeden atum wa close the Strait of Hormuz no nti e kwa abeba so abema bo na ba form no and mda fa na aba betam sika you see on say wonya sika de kwa koroma tifu also me si baby o magene wo no na mo ye baby o magene no obesu ne teacher fo na esu ana fo na esu e ho enye omo dagene na omo ye omo di hu djuma no so ma ko first card ba be she say fu obo onko from 0.98 pesos ni ade. Now no more my scam vama if we friend headmasters no Charles for no to tonyoma emma nkra ni nidi me free man pon neba me call man pon nursing and midwifery omusu feeding omusu say NPP was no near feed you almost 3 times and a feeding akwa twice a come and a dem nkra no school.
Okay.
Baby omo priorities no enye no na Ghana for you omo agini nyina ni se omo make sure say oman no mo man na nkasa nti omo agini o gold no mo agini o no mo tentam site eche ye wa ha mo ka che se kenuvoriata ewia Ghana skenya ora asemo mo kan e bia okuje to abla kwa in opposition intercept documents bien o chemu Ghana e de beto Twitter okuje to abla kwa document bien na Ghana ha bi ohun institution bia document o intercept in power e combine ni nyina abom se efe bi over $21 billion se e hihye nkofu obotom ni e ko bobo si 300 million Ghana cedis akoto to pass aba be chiche omo priorities no ye ko jom market e ko che parts we have known their priorities enti ye wonema bi wonu manya afa ni e be ka se Aban ne be share resolve enye hia no
Aban fa sika na omudi be yes ade no emfa ma hom e yakob so menso nie ye twa 15 months or so mebo na 14 months 14 months 14 months schools na you so mo we 3 months their vacation inti aka be 12 months or 11 months be no more actively in school, which what it means is that for half of the period since this government took over, for half of the period Aban take over no secondary schools for no sika eso de bu omedidi mu no emu fa pen wetu e fa kanko since the government assumed office senior enye sa aboshere na ye de share ye ho ya share ho sa aboshere no enye sa kra na e ka kire ye enti media mesre it comes down to priority e ma ye nhye da ma ye wure mfini e ma bi if the system is working and everybody is being supported to work akade we nka ye wure mfi nka enko ye a product of Charles conference for ne be releases at 30 anke niema na ye adwuma now senior na earlier speakers ne kan no me so somebody can request ma obi amfi omo enti no mode ba ha it tells you say bibi enkoye o baby now bisa me new sense say is there any truth in the suspicion going around say finance minister Ashada maniema for education ho no or mafia ne kakra na do you get it? Na senya sa anka something that is as statutory as school feeding ho ade. I want dedicated funds near there yeti sika no a ekokugu ho ne ade. Anka omu no see the negative this far. I also don't believe say at direct plan B negative towards the education ministry. But you say there's a dance any who you try asem na bia na dey a dance here. Mesre all the negative news are this year. Aban no enya ni nyina no. It has not affected the finance ministry. And as ohwe mu pa where it is affecting nso no. Ya koye nkrofobia omu ya ne atuenya similar financial presidential ambition for who studying it carefully pa. Akwaza me de ma na ogidin papa okrom nyesa. Man fa mo aso begidin bone by all means. TBB ania. So all of a sudden we are told said there were some container tracks bia omutwe niema de akobokina say nkomutua to bia jerry for any pass so mu share dey say corruption say then omantua to because of that you ban the travel by road and Burkina Faso bans us from tomatoes and Agric ministry comes into the news for the negative reasons
all the negative reasons
ya to na u ban ayi to prosa am ya hwe anko ya na phobia ba na ntos keke na muntimi nua na ntos keke na sa side na ko de kakra education minister kwade na ho mobo onu kra de never be bro otimi begina public say oh me ne president ne cabinet akoka say we teacher for ye be famwa ma bebu muso 50,000 teachers. Ebeko baby about 7,000 kwano or perekwani and famano. Let's not disgrace ourselves if there is any such adi. Aban baako. Aban baako di akro nya kwaye. You cannot go to election 2028 Senior Vincent with only economic achievement.
Yeah.
Wo dollar na o ka ho asem no. Kuyafuo koko no. Omuno dollar ni ngobo bia o. Debi. Ghana had the last census wahin edu years and cocoa farmers alone exceeded 1 million individual, not households.
Individual.
Yeah.
So we cocoa farmers.
It is on Nipa funny household kind of one. We are doubling the number. No. They are not a constituency. Say ye di omudi agro and say krempa ya dollar CD exchange rate ready. Ya ni ye. Why ye ni ye is a plus. Omu ani free agrek for no ni kuafo ni ba bia onya problem. Hwe jomfo ya o makamu a for almost 6 months ya yen sheda mfi omi. Obi a oye sa business ni bibia ya aboka. Obi oye bro beans ene sa emo ne sa business ni nyina no because adwadifo ni suno musu ni nyina no akwese nipa ne be fa bibi ode kono so enko. Omo supply schools no den ni nyina so enko. E kana ko build wo homo muntimi. I'm speaking what I know. Me need permission to mention some of the traders omudinia de nyesa omunso e kana school for yika Aban fa more over 6 months no omunso no e ka e show mo ho te omunso muntimi nkojo mu nkofa na obi abefa e na astaga ama system ni nyina ba standstill adwadifo kamu a se na Minu Vincent ka no e ya ben election 2018 ho ba bi na fe ma omuhuto ma o ma dwen be yo mu se ye beto aba ni ntina sabio washada aguniema mu ayeyi enani amode ekokofo same conditions prevail na 2028 mutimi tumu a obi badwe be say ene jama obepeye vote ntina o yes ade no and whoever sits at the top managing all these things semester Chief of Staff Julius Debra, all the ministers are under you. Bring some order up there. Na say no crese obi ma fi obi a. We win together. If one person wins, the party doesn't win. We win together when all the sectors are working well. Obi enya kakra de bechara na ye di nkunimu ani ye di abom. And currently the problem is very simple. We are in a situation na aduane ebu odwom. And so accommodating crowd with school. Aduane ne de ebu ma bi mu kem. Imumeto and so sisi we are being faced with conversation say yankura no so tifie ema accommodate
ya kan BBC and fire from pine and shaben nti etimi hu se mofra no bi wo ha efie sikasem nti bi wo anuane krom bidi no eden nti se o hwe ya around 2004 2005 even basic schools are na yeni saadi we wom kra yakofa school feeding program eko ho se de be ya nkra no benya the nutritional values no ne ade amom adwene mo bie na akrebu also kro tifia wonya aduane ni nti ene no kra be motivate no ama wako school wo de baye senior high schools no mo ene senior high school asem ne captain say the same ayina say ye feed mofra wo ye senior high schools no ke odi nye na asem ye yon say ye ya opt for the boarding system woko amanone ne amaya hodu bi so a enam wo mo transportation system ne ade no ne certain policies wo kumase a ebia wo patase a on track STS enko school ewo ebia dujama wo amakoma on track kumase Anglican enko edwoso nti omo de no they don't really need the boarding system be a transport system ne some of these things but you krom ha no me manso inkrutu obe aha ekwa aha mienu no ana say aha miensa no and secondary schools e ho ye mienu pe enti nkroni bi ubetwa nsuo nkroni bi ebe 10 kilometers eni echiransa na wakoto secondary school and is also onya boarding system ye bi ye niam no sesa kakra and is all hwe ya atete ho no prof be ka kiro na so wo manso ama ye ka manse a na ye amanse west amanse south amanse east amanse central enyina ya amanse na amanfo free mi nkurase mpatase dome jakobu ebetena obi nchen wo bekwai no akwa secondary school enti ubi school na oba no obubuja abre no oba watu aduane abre no meme dano ne kwa afuom but ye agency e be expand schools no enti your system no ebi obi ti e say ase aban na see your system no ye such a way say said ye man it na ye nyannuru saa abrofo ne stage no boarding system no you see a when you see a ebe continue to be part ebe kind education system no for some time na osha e free income penso wadi bibi e friend get fund e baye so we schools ahodu osisi ye ya san those schools no home administration ni nyina ya de kro kono nguduma say ya san to building ni ade ni nyina your friend get fund schools boarding system no ni ade no e policy awo hwa nti at a point so kaya nkroma de free education ko northern Ghana SHS no omonkwa na enjoy that is SHS no but obi owo history enko kan hu say over the years no even when anaye northern Ghana nko na enjoy free SHS that boarding na southern schools eastern schools middle belt schools etimi bie na northern Ghana bua omuntimi mie aden a omo capitation omo sika yina nko this challenge in yawo over the years and kwasem 2017 September na NPP Aban na eye campaign ade ba ko a it is on record say party ni gina so campaign ye free SHS and utie nkomoni be from certain corridors of power no mbeka show say even a man fu tia o mampanin den and na so say as a September dey ye too short nka ye ntwen kakra na nsa na watimi di abawase da bi me so manfo ne bo enti e wase me disonti lo and behold free SHS by KOD at least before some joining university ma chira de wo 4 senior high schools we kuruma e kurase de kurumu de e ma de mema de enti when ye can SHS asem na at least pre free SHS na me wo and sana free SHS beba I was in the system ni hu ye and debia me catch say me da na dwena obusam say free SHS emfa ho ne ho matwe ne ho nsensem me obusam ya meka say free SHS a policy a me nyini say e wasa aban bi atoto na se I've had instances me as a form master in senior high school na metimi jeje nkura sika meka akura asam ne agigi omusika ne dia etua ne registration
voluntarily.
Yes. There are instances as teacher me invigilation obehwesa wo best student smart Sarpong ye be permanent free class or se won to school fees so hwe no ye ma ne nye wotimi di agina mu no waka kire school mpanimfo se akora we die no wanfa metua wanka se obetua akora se mesrem wo de momfa moni ntome mehwe so de beba wanfa ma abonsi ye dan woka yakɔ systems we bi mu ye ne bi mu wie school ye nkura ase o e bad sua e bi ananka nye nyonko ne wo mo ba na yetete ha e bi opportunity bi ne nyaaye e bi adom bi ne ba bi ayi frenti enti for free SHS no at a point ye be ye too political say krom ha ya som sabi obi an be enjoy bie ne ya dia ye politics sabi obi so an be nim ohunhu maache enam ne wate ne ba bi nti ebe ya asem enti ne make ne say how we nyina wo but ye be kwaso aka say how we na wo ho na anu nti enkoso ana.
That's the question. That's a big question. That means say
yenkoyeni mu ana. So ne kwasem ne say prior to election 2024 na issues ne yeden ke odi eni me odi nkomo bebre me ka kire say free SHS na ne how nyina na ye mienu na ye funding and operational funding ne ye be bia sika no e be free aba enti baby esika be free aba ne dodo no kra se ye benya ana operational ne say sika no so kra ba ne che no kra ye nche ne sen into operational na enuanim Aban need over the years no SHS na free SHS ma ye no this was the policy headmasters Charles ebe call mo conference no maka say ye hia 10 cities I'm just quoting an amount to ye hia 10 cities na dey feed mofra no into school no mofra ni di breakfast no mo di lunch no mo di supper ento maka say ye hia 10 cities na Aban aka say 10 cities no me mamu ntimi mfa ni nyina nkogu awofo so it's near friend of grant na Aban aka say 10 cities no mo nko charge awofo 7 cities
3 cities na da
3 cities na da no Aban afa into ha na Aban akeka bom say me kumase Anglican say boarding students na 1000 na Aban di 3 cities per head no dey abre school no anti schools ni be breba mutimi de ye niam anti those the so kwa IGF na school ni ye omoniema. This was the feeding policy because I offer to this percentage na Aban di see abeka ho eno kra no na woni nsem ebu etimi delay no masu ho a ba free SHS era no ana Aban ye say this should be your national food buffer stock enti ebinya centralized mono say sabuba yakoto say ye dwira farms yakoto say ya ha na a school we mo population say na muhia na batten tomatoes na aba na fe ye obibi e fra no perishables eno no ntimi mfa nkontomre nwuka mu mfiri nkran so they bre me cars for enti eno ne de ontimi mfa momone enwuka mu so di enti perishables ne de ma headmaster no headmistress no ma omusika and your friend akohumasika omfa nto omo and the supply chain issues I wear system yikurum ha no enti duru ba bia na aduane sem no etiminya issues bia ne dodo ne nkosa de ye all these issues by but ekosi sen ekoduru ba bia enkura aduane omudi akọ omoyem e de be ye politics chinchirenti e wokuruma be ye politics emma ye hye mofra bo se ye ba Charles Fuei ye be mamusika na matomponche ama mofrawe na Aban we ya woteso ne de ne tiri modern ni nipa bone semo a eye no ne de Charles Fuei no mujisi wo se yi no se ye ba ye disika no bebremo nianka amona ya different cranbremo no mfaso bi ani so broni ya different cranbremo no mfaso bi ani so headmaster for mu ne dwom bembem mu na munim dwom enti ya disika ni nyina bebremo na makodwom na makodi mudwa including perishable including hwan nyina headmaster se niji omo budget so enne headmaster bia amfre no nka nkere ye se Aban ni ba ye ne bosumi mienu bosomi miensa wa try sa ba ko mienu hey enne o ma backtrack
Some sis can the mom and then get the
na no ne dia na te sen. You see, it is some of these policies in a seba. Na ya new politics na ntonchen. Na ye say ebe kwa ene no say twa besi. Sabi the osha policy na sene de. Kemeka so on de sabi say wo osha si wo twa kwan into de be wada o de ne nan besisi. Nka emfie nwatwe atwam. Nti nka wo a wotena opposition a wo hwe wo ha wani hwe mu no. Ka obetena ase no. Then wa backtrack it to policy na Aban ba kono no oye no. Anke enyina support na anke ye no. Enne de na Aban dada ne ye no. Eno na wasan be ye. Afa wo be ye no. Charles say food crisis. Wan ka shortage o. Brofo no say dosu KOD. Wo na o kire brofo. Wan ka shortage o. Ho say crisis. Ana crisis na afa de masa sam mini na mo ka kire me. Masa sam. De minimum na atokrodo. It was a food crisis. Into say ya nyese ya o me say ya beton school ni mo. Enti ensam no ebiasi da. But sa na wo say ye na. Ndi say wotis obi su no say mina mini o kokoboa no. No kasa mi ebio hye se sebi mpreduasa. Wansu hunyansa. Nti enne afede yesa eka internal yi say obi na sabotage obi na yese. Policy no we ni issues anka wasi ye nyina yahwe. But ye no too political. Among for the sensitivity ni hwan ne beso mu no. Emma enne enkobesi. Ye say different SHS hun komo na ankoye nkomo say ye beyi double track free ho. Double track ya 2027 opa akosukusu ahudom koye foundation na yabo ai di be double track aduane ho asem anka wasi etwam ho no ena KOD enwumre ye send ho nkomo enti ne ameka ne say achia emuye omodi kan hinte say ama anu ho period na ewo mu no this as a hona me beka no enkura ni suade omano pedidie omanyumi didie enise omo lunch kura omo sapa kura enise breakfast delay ekowura lunch enise lunch delay ekowura sapa mu ne dodo ne quantity ni se affect no ne quality nutritious enise affect no enso akoba ne sa ama headmasters kase abanya anya omon ka se food crisis ba o me read and some metebrofo ni ye dia om se ye wo ho ne se oman take measures a omuni alternatives se omo be close school ni down KOD yen kan kira aban ye di jawa ne dia so awo sebi ni enimu ha we nyina aban a wo hye bonya aban bi akaku president nanka se ne wote so no hye bo so obema headmasters sika no mo di atomponche ama mofra na we no ene mofra na nyamponche na omo pa wi o omo pe bro omo pe beans epinuane edi enti moma yen kan kira aban se mofra no kom di omo free SHS no di omo ye ne den obi antimi ntwam abetena na mo bechi Land Cruiser na eja ye ma be ko school yi bi keka ye no nso mo san betwam ye mo mu ntwam tike omo hwe no mo nya ne ma yi na hes no ne omo hia no
bi ya se asaba ni se biom se bi esi pen ma vo ye juma 3 years ti omo ka 3 months bi esi pen Itina mega so bi onim na awia no yen so kane anhwe ni manajo ebi asipen
also akotena nchen he has revised his notes. He's come back as a reform president.
Revision na wo be graduation without marking of exams yen tro exams ye mark wo be graduation nipa no one term no okọ 4 years o ye onu obi ani agontabu bia revision we another revision o wie term ya why pan wo kubu akondaje on power no me pebiom okona wo mi oko home enti mi enye me wanwa na de me ka che teacher for ni say omuntie ni yi no mun kan hunu say ebufo bia na wo mumu abra na NPP wo power no na edi se wo mumu no kre because untimi nkase yemi ntimi ntina nkase ye nyoma nyina pepepe na mmom na wo se nka o munya abotre etie yensem nim bi ebi se nipa wo nim no waye wo bi pen anu wa be ka che o se masesa mi nye bio mi ba mi nye bio eno sa de adi wo no you see NDC ba power first achievement of NDC omo ba power na first achievement say chief of staff campaign there are 2 papers eyi nkrofo edi fi adwum first achievement of fa pen a teacher for an apost won say NPP ebretia wa ni apost won yo mu nyina fi adwum
it's your sound before mom clearance on the motor so na
clearance no one
eche so sound the mobile
one
or revoke ye
omo way omo way revocation no mo amokoye no mo way ye yi omo de awie wa amokoye ye yi omo de awie KOD NDC de KOD NDC de omo ma bu my MO my Ghana daw in Sida for 4 years 8 years yeah who say teachers go strike or Ghana ozo mutisi Monteso during NPP time ebiensi because even during COVID era no mutisi ni nkosuku they were being paid or tisie na no onye adwuma no ni etua ne ka na enne ya okọ adwuma wa enua manom na enua memanom na omusu omugina TV susu obi de no wato form say ye ntua ne ka on free ehonom nkofie aden ede boni no maye boni o maye ani say enuma bia no mu ne MPP aban ne nya adwene nti omo de o madwene ma NDC koto aba ma NDC omo boni o maye no omo pe ani papa na ama omo ho enuma papa e course ma teacher fo nyina NDC dane ni propaganda eno kre e wo se e teacher fo anese fo de keudi emprempren kro mo conditions no me mani nje ho e wo se e kosoro e wo se improvement ye den e bem but emedada omo
unu sent nada
o nada na o ma ye bi paint mi kwa mo azo mutie omo ebi esi pen mi nim ade NDC ye ni mpempren a ebi nsida abia na yera jeriti ase no no kasa bebrebe because any man na NDC ye nya no hu bi 79 e man di 2 liman sa pepepe tina ne kasa yerebe ni nya na abia na odi bi 2 liman nya ndio man na PNC aban ne ye no ebi ana na NDC ye tina no kasa bebrebe nyene oni ho ntie nya obi ama ne nkasa nche o obi aka nyinyo obi amane ngasa nchom ade bia omoye na ban mu eneni na bia ka yera John Dramani Mahama de nka 4 years die na nka yem kan say owie na mamuo no na nka hu say legacy bia wa jato a chese be ye den kra se nka ban bi betimi aye den ababa be beat 14 months ngofo yekoto abazisi abe hu de bi kofo adwa
anyway
kofo buafu
anyway
nti onye no ntia teacher fo ni sika mo keudi
me da se
ntia o
Prof ma memra ho na yenhwe the plight of the teacher 14 months unpaid
okay
but my own 2020 is it 2026 budget they were included 2025 after the clearance once and some by no ba budget tum some ba betuomoka omakwa 14 months now
okay nti waka budget dem am free budget budget de o ka bro fun mo ya ka budget e ya adwene poni nsusu ye
nti massa enye physical enye
reality
okay
expectations and dreams and aspirations we wish to do this
your priorities we have priorities in budgets
and yes in the urban priority there and maybe an ebe question where the priorities of this government is so because I am quite uncomfortable for the reference to be made say na net here and the NDC first no it be sensible and the teachers again let me go for the numbers because my advice, I'm a political coach, my advice I give to the people that I coach and they say we have on a power office we be free officer be fear no because who say your actions and inactions did it add a vote or it took out a vote? Vote there and since every day
there's addition and
subtraction. Sabi nipa na nkoto abakra subtraction ma wo ankoko ya nkobeto ama ono. Nti yes, they are serving, they are government appointees, so most Aban they nye politics, Aban nye party asem. Tini aye kan kura no, even though NDC ne wa ban mu no. One more year or muso mumwa President Mahama to Aban they are firstly not NDC. NDC ni ba second because now they have accepted to be public officers near didn't know. But still when you are in the public office, now kaise politics ne do ko wa. Say who pay free office be our point juma na June 9 8 to punu pia. So I ne take a reflection. Ya me ye mu de na de bi beka ho na ti bi free. Aban a movie enyina hoda a movie. Into no, they should be mindful of that and set their priorities very well. Teachers sebe they control a very huge constituency. Ekobasa afie bia mu aban mu a ade we bi betimi asensia. Nature say money teacher for ntini, and I think it's a matter of priority because nearby ni person oye bia ye de Ghana nyina acha wonsa emu sika emu adododie emu nepa bibia de acha wonsa asaban. That is why omuka so omu beto aircraft amuna mienu asoja for de ne helicopters bi ka ho ne ade no obi bi so say sika no befa no e hom betimi aye ke odi
Ombetimi aye.
Aba sembe na agen. Omu betimi aye. Ni omu beka se omu beye no. Ombetimi aye. And one thing I mehu ni say near Aban, unfortunately Ghana for yensesa eni jihu pa aban mufu anase politicians eni jihu pa things that has got to do with buying, procurement, ewurade. BBS kan shebi omba ko fa ba. Na say eco service. Eco na say hwi ni akire. Omunya hwi mfrim ye do dem back to number 10 and now number 20 and then to me priority. Partly that's the reason why and yet around the same time now education minister Beka say they have identified and they are going to aggressively establish 12 new universities. Procurement abemu no. See you see university be sign contract. You be say you be ska dia ye no.
I see.
There was a contract that I serve as a consultant on. Sa contract ni mu no. Na niema ye behwe to serve that department 2,000 workforce 2,800 specifically na ye be control the whole country. Niema ye de behwe na mobilize ya service and nipa no enya ready no. No obi akọ order eno no nya amanyoni onya politician America nti asema America omo government ni nyina epe procurement. No obi akọ procure tablets ni niema be related to the work but stage 2 phase 2 of the adio no ne hona yenye skanya phase 1 no be phase 2 because procurement ne hona skawo nti education ministry kronwa they have things that if they say they are going to do nene obetimi aye teachers ne die simply prioritize omo
are we serious with our education at all? Yeah, serious because my information say and a practical fee practical fee in cramai.
Yeah.
So much as some practicals.
I see. My.
Fee was a bank and my. I
started here.
The
timelines in the so mu
education yet to know because these are the people who could
teachers at the SS level no so a meeting as no chance for them. I think then teachers be one of the executives na posti be say the former education GES director Mia Minia Eric and Cancer near Kumasi Technical University that's only a proud staff of KSTU they said idea
what you baby
really go no omukra respect near the moment so they have posted in Adise he regrets the pressure they were giving Eric in Cancer doctor because they realize even though no teacher no the problem no GES Ghana teacher
Ghana education
or technical university near the neighborhood no education background blah blah but he was more proactive and a better manager of the GES than the current GES boss. They were posting where see me push the amount see ya cause one of the better was see ya me hwehwe no push am while I speak. In America ko see and say the GES who are in charge of teacher for year yesu there is a extent they can push, I know. But the outcome, no, yes, maybe prevent the day from coming. It me ba man be the say ya. Na se mo so kra modwuma na mo ye ho kra na questionable. It at the education minister's level there, sabi ono so na ye ka first one say could it even be say ono so e bia mafia bi na ekoso ana because sabi there is also an extent to which ono kra minister and kra betime push it to.
Yeah.
Could do be na finance for yin
amonya ho adwuma bi
the needful la. Ono so na den sagu na chi no ntimi ngan hwe. But finance ministry any government no ehu sade we say a priority na ye din boni bi omuje ne bre bi atwam na afie omu mpese omuje say din boni bi ma this could have been prevented. Enye say ye hia teacher for no. And I heard one communicator of the NDC say ane na say kura de be ya anka coming the next academic year na ye be first school for no anka memu mu mfa colleges of education for no mu kroma doso.
Hey.
I na yen channel omu nyina fanko skills training and then no mu compensa no jube mi nye no manya employment and I'm saying here there's a difference between employment and service. Now who can a different conversation where so employment say mabunu ni adwuma ya asem ni ye ka teacher for de nye mabunu ni adwuma ye a failed state situation o manya asabi ye faili e na ye hu teacher say Juma no pay. No.
A very critical service.
Now then, to become a productive citizen,
you need a teacher.
You must pass through the hands of a teacher. See, who teacher say, Juma bi na uni ye no pay Juma bi ya. We have failed as a state. By the standards, every locality be a war population of more than 500. So near up to basic level school. Ghana ha communities are here. And then population beyond 500 ya more musa adino. Na impo teachers a henkra no more fase o. Sa small community no me ko se me ko kira dia. Why cry na government be kai no. And I'm not speaking NDC government alone. Successive governments nyina no. Opa hu muso ji village posting. Na ko she kura na se I say opa bi ho no ma enyim ware ho nyima. Obi anka I tell you, and they are doing something that money cannot actually pay. And so ya na de makofra say and ye pesika bi na dia won na adwuma na munye na debi. And let us not keep failing as a state. Sabi ye nim ne ya na be kasa teacher for hu hia na adoso na enye no kure. Currently as we speak, EduWatch for name reference, they have conducted a head count. May a head count be by way back 2011 mean can want someone there. But recently EduWatch had done recent head count of vacancies in classrooms. They got beyond 30,000.
Yeah. 30,000.
Meet me me reporter me teachers and educational workers census am year 2011 Ediachro. With that time head count and ne head count EduWatch for the about 30,000. Na sebe 30,000 vacancies. Na vacancies nature say for your issue the nka ho mu de so mo classroom wo kira de. Omudo mo wo ho no kra ye nya sika ntuo mu ka.
Aban san for 7,000 ka.
7,000 cry is not going to be sufficient for the 30,000 vacancies we have. What is the assurance that ye nya sika ntua we mu ka no? Sabi ye for 7,000 be nya sika ntuo mu ka, and until when you betimi satisfy your 30,000 vacancies and also ye target 30,000 vacancies na enyini because population keeps growing. We are a failed state. Kwabna sa na ese ehu no na afesi agitum say and there are some places we can't afford to fail. Yes, you betimi fail in many things as a people, but ye careful say education you don't fail. Fail wo ho kwabna ye careful say health ye fail wo ho enye sa obeye ne awoye nyina awie obewie na manfo ni nyina wuwu obeye ne awoye nyina awie apre den na awoye ni nyina awie obewie na sabi illiteracy rate Ghana na egu so oforo kosoro. Enti we don't have to joke with some of these things. And maybe a food and so is something we don't have to joke with. And you may yanka health asem, but I think for the food and the education conversation we're having tonight, government is setting a priority. Na somebody mafia bia was through finance ministry here munye education and health in free and food. Sami and say dey senior to force on ate Ghana scan so. O masem ba aya treating with the urgency and a great nkomo beda honom a education nkomo beda honom na health minu akabana minta kan do nkomo beda wanimu a to force
as urgent as
yes.
Right, but that's it. Listen, honorable Mami too.
that was near Quenya was at Yamambi. Na Majidi say about education. I said they can we have to speak for them because way. So me sure say obi salary you cry delay for even 1 month. He or she will not be happy. Ti hanyina obi a salary a delay even for 1 month. Obi and one any budget nti me pasa akonya so na yenuano mo call I think omu right say omu call for that to demand for say between omuka because me the moment the Ministry of Health the other roadmap by say this are the way obetua nurses kwana I did not new say even Ministry of Finance crowd waiting for them
education
to come again education for them to wait for teachers because we are there automatically one need had a year to yaman definitely obaba and some of the things we I see say na say nkomo ba bontentem na omutumi there because me and I no kasai I am even against 7,000 employment almost more fun education. I'm against it.
Why?
They should employ more than that. If health is giving 12,000, now teaching is giving 7,000. It is unfair treatment.
I'm for another 12,000 for the friends.
Minia. The American 7,000 now is not enough.
Okay. 7,000, 90,000 I apply.
Remember, it's not enough. NDC, as a party, we should be very careful when it comes to employment. Because me call for me campaign. No, I saw say the youth that rally behind us now was looking for job. Me to me, sempanyimfo mu tie ye ene omu pick intelligence ma president no 4 years away say empo NDC focus on employment in kwa ne anya hwebie ma I can tell you winning 2028 will be easier for us. Because obo hwese na emrantie no mbese pie because se wonya bibi etunu no otimi dia wo frɛ na obeba. It mesre say when you talk about employment any say enoma hunu bi a yempanyimfo ni di na no me nkote agrek ye say ochia me kwa me appointment de omu provoke grassroots ye be sere omu mani na ho
ene de ne braba o
what you say omu mani nya dey ena because petty mistake a ye nuanom ye ya ye de omu koye no so omu di agro say omu be ye samfo so na one way a omu beti ani me I know 2028 and this will win but we want the same margin. That one is obvious. Because nipa na
2 million
yes margin. And we don't want that because said ye me na me nua eka with regards to education. Sometimes yentimi justify say because of omuno am performing yes I was say yanso ye de be yes I yenkoyanum said prof mkayen but when you to measure me SS de bia na metewo a time came and the dear regime and cried the cocoa from anopasa kosi anwumre there were not even food for them uche ya sa your friend say headmaster okaka say nkuranya baabi na e odonko krom ye transfer no and the dear regime. So what I say, and when you talk about those ones, they don't have credibility. NAPCO for 1 year, say Obinchi Obika, Omaya dia Broso, but any na Ghana for a 2 abaye day, MIA NDC. It is a yaba, and was say you making sure say Adia be more ma bontene be cancer. Payment we know MPP recruit all of the youth because we are Ghana for they are also Ghanaians. It's yaba betua I was yetimi ye de tu omuka. It's a man nurses the no babon teneno. Na I expect say omuso de be but lo and behold me gidi say omuko and I think say Deputy Minister for Finance assured them say there will be a way out I also omutumi ye de omudi betu omuka. Ye dana say but ye ma onye o mane nya kasa send ye be ya they will not rise again. Na ensa anko yes back and forth because we need them. They are the people ye baba history amomasa ye de aba no ma beto abama NDC but they make nyina ne say the number 7,000 mesre say Ministry of Finance obetimi aye bibi afa ho a I will be happy. Some of us will be happy because say yetimi sector our employment ni ye fa ye mabunu no ene ye map ai momu nya adwuma ya emre no duru wa ekwa na tutukura na at least obehunu se wanya adwuma ye de ena yemfa one day enkase ye oman ni nyina but sia ne de youth na omo pa adwuma na omo doso we need any day out call bia obenya bia is about employment it means say e ho ne ho hia road friend say express road ne ho nkro no ba common fund ye twa tum ye nuan ba o di kakra ko ye adwuma yeso ye ntwa mu ye nkyam ne mpe bi so nkoma ye mabunu no nom so nya adwuma nye na duru abato a eye sa mabunu na na ye basa de o maye de akọ enye sa e de asem be ye de ebeba na ema mabunu so ani nya de enye because 2024 election NDC ye winning overwhelmingly no eye mostly by the youth because me so the first time I'm here float to offense so now show you to appear ye na me yam crash me time am even me gina car no so am ye me hwe cloud ni me hwe youth na omudi machi na me hunu say me wo adwuma ye emra NDC be de baba power and lo and behold NDC aba power emabunu ni hia adwuma enu ti say vacancy ba ye be sere mo mam kakrama emabunu no ye mfa dodo yetimi di ye 4 years we gina adwuma so a me giri say emabunu no be say di ye chief for 2020
that's p doc
okay
education you're so passionate
say ya bremu I think say numre woni team malam ya ne ye mama baso teacher for ne age so sha prof be dia dance say two major issues numre ya kan nyina fa education sector ya na dodo na ye ba na eje na wanti amenchia Dr. Bamfo or Valley View and so no de minim say Kesben was here hwehwe no bona baso I will be very good obi anso kan bi ma wo mo anwumre that thing say akyerɛkyerɛ for na ni baje I mean Madam Naomi or English was St. Louis Senior High School or monitoring and Madam Pearl and so chere history or Yasanto Senior High School enti ya chere mo akyerɛkyerɛ for mo asem ba was yeka na I think say Prof aka lawyer aka honorable Vincent Nswaka and yen kantre omo kan bi wom sa akyerɛkyerɛ for asem no ache and say ye can be 14 months asem ne ye kan you na obi be dware obesha atade obefaka obekwa adwuma obedidi na ose ye kwa adwuma ye ntua meka kwa adwuma ye ntua meka aten say ya sema
musa ska ofie kwa do afro na ja na betre fie na de no hwen na wote ho no na de bi agisa me so ska na de abro na de
yes na and near ye kano on akwete say on say history ni sa ho e bia no kwasam ni say mamenka no kre mi regs 29 fancy 2010 me di about 15 months and sana market to my colleagues na ye can and you back pay you can ye can through waka say we di 15 months we say me di 24 months na say we be but no kwasam ni say na unim say ye den beba but enche ya benya history say obi kira de mfie mienu ma ye hye ne say de wa kira koduru say opese wakatu abade a ma ye nhinu ekom ne o yaw ne ani brenti wasi han mepe wo de mo nhinu na mo mfa medin to peru mepe enti say na obi nso aba wa betwa 14 months to bon say ayam hyehye no ewo ho say ebi ana na no de no ebi na eba besi but ebia na a prof kan edu wache yi no I think say enche bia makwane nam northern region aba tatales abzugu yendi your program no say your students in call internship ye call around the country and edu watch yini nyina kire say 30,000 classrooms 113,000 teachers one classroom no there can be 4 teachers and say bia teacher ba ku we kire subject we kire we so 30,000 classrooms na ye empty asamni ye kan eti de bema waji we ye di ne say Minister of Education Honorable Haruna Idrisu 2025 wakaso be teachers saying
50,000
me pese free ho ba na tifo anka say okay 50,000 it means that onim vacancy situation I work from ho into okansa afiba kum or be teachers 50,000 and yes 7,000. So far, the last College of Education batch I found 2022, 2023 for 40 fee, 2024 for 40 fee, 2025 for 80 fee, 2026 for BB. And she say you were 48 colleges there, 4950. Yamfa 48, you know, and yes statistics very good. It would yamfa college for long kwanya statistics. average colleges no ebitimi fa 50 ebitimi fa 500 300 yamfa average 400. It means that colleges no a year etimi money around 20,000. It is a one for 2023 for one for 24 for one for 25. I just said no 60,000 the omutifie. Yamfa teacher education universities. You can teacher education universities are universities near tete actually for them. And to Usted and the KNUST at the theatre for and the Legon at the theatre for. Into Kivas and Winnie Bamone Usted traditional ones and now honorable work distance private colleges into any party fiancasa. But the money had when say kakrana ya fa wo mono a omo ye adwuma kakra e deserve no na say o deserve no ema. And they have me cry na no a omo bo ayi kakra say oh omo be ko demonstration ye hu ya ne say the headquarters Krataba where winning now be sa and opa kohwe soro ho kohwe director general Professor Amu Kofi from Kivas kohwe ni deputy from Kofodia Technical University and he has a sayan na kogu soro ho ni kogu wano na prof kind wa hono mame hiti wo bi mfa so prof de no so Ghana Education Service more manage pre-tertiary education teachers but always you know what they Ghana Health Service opa obi an compare they are always for their members
within their own
yes but you say na quite say Ghana Education Service they are always against teachers and the teacher union so no crowd there for masem to nchen asem we are nke teacher ni no obo ntefu o man so mpatase die o sabuba kirepone o hia kwose ona nka wo so koye demonstration ne salary the first salary e beba ayi e from say nagrat onka say upe ha na upa ha o ma be chafa no market you and say beba ne de mfa mo ho teacher ni na nkoye demonstration ye nkobo ne kakra we mdo mutiri ye kra ya mo kakra ka teacher police for ne tim agum so ono nkoye demonstration na nakatu amra I concern hwan no mo kokon achafa teacher see the omo wo fill the chirade enti yanka bi nkyere wo mo omo kwa adie mo a ekwa adidie no emma ye sese yes 7,000 ye nyina ye neji ye nuamo na ebenya adwuma ye but in prim ye besre se omo nyere ntem but o kan bibi na wo bo lawyer ne team say
me bom so bo
but okay o bo omo so bo but me de camera ya basobo no mo ma omo NPP I say Dr. Keskin na say ma hwe ni videos bebre and nyame say be a NPP in 7 or more can but the most of the projects never here Ashanti Media and aspect power mujuma no mudi ni yame dene ye before say NPP pick akonwa no and I say omo pick ye na and first budget it be say before say beba came no di nkomo and ubisa me ade na me hwehwe de me hwe animu e ma me ka che say media nkimenya ka ban aba no ka budget aye be read no ki enye de fa no project audit yem fa free 2001 president kofo nanka projects a hodo e wo krom ha and kumase kura keke me manso kwan ehin be biara ki enye project audit and Juma Dr. Keskin ni team omudi no I bring me back to sa adwena na me wo no what the projects no enya ni o ma completing kwa no mutwa wo
de o mo hyase
de ya hyase free hwan ba ko pa KNUST medical hospital look at the project like this Asante mai mama yankasa o
yes sorry Asante mai mo sorry o anyway ya brenda so just a minute wrap up money
o colleague wa konso can come or said Acosta on an IM aid or offense or bad deputy communication o tie o fa anti ono se friend ko de o so chia
all right
de ya kanyina ne se wa shase o so aye de wa wie ne de cancel
sa
enu ntimi ya best ya
ama bebre na ka wura mu no
de bia de cancel enti sanke ya concentrate 3 and 4 ah kenne ke beba betena ha sa
ka sa mebo obi asobo
e
blocks is musumo share na muja
bi enti wane de me ba me kama santima asem o
asantima kro ya
ati asantima ne hefa de agreki de ye wie akoma da de ye wie ni nyina asantima de ye wie
fesima me
enti upa akokọ hwe asuoso e wo ho agreki nzema de omu wo de me ma me kra koye beza kra wo ba ko ye wo oyo ye wie wo mu de no mu nka de omu wie ye enye